When I'm looking at you and you're looking at me, I can feel something. Oh, what can it be?
Have you ever questioned that in modern India why people get married? Is it only love? I don't think so, because a lot of people think about the fact that it's exciting to get married. I'm going to wear a lot of clothes, going to have wonderful makeovers, there'll be sweets distributed everywhere, lots of friends and family will come. A lot of people actually get married because they think I would feel important, and a lot of people would get married because they're clueless about what they want from their lives and they think marriage is the only way out. I'm a traditionalist and I think that you should only get married if you're in love, and marriage is about you and him, the person that you're getting married to. But imagine yourself in a situation when you discover that the only ingredient that makes up a marriage is not love anymore, because there are a whole lot of other things that you bring onto the table which becomes far more important than who you actually are. Well, bearing that conflict in mind, I would like to introduce to you our next couple who should be arriving very shortly. They're young, they are fun-loving, they are energetic, but their traditions and their values are very strong. They both have stressed a lot on education and careers. They live in two different cities, trying to juggle a career and an impending marriage. And they are both people who are very resolute about the fact that only the best will do for them. And to tell you the truth, I just can't wait for them to arrive.
Hi, I'm Manika Verma. I am 28 years old. My parents are living in Ghaziabad. I am based out of Bangalore and working as a business development manager in a European MNC. I am getting married to Ajay. He is based out of Gurgaon.
Hi, I'm Ajay Chaudhary. I work as a marketing analytics manager in American Express. Both of us are really looking forward to our Band Baajaa Bride journey.
But I know that you both keep extremely busy schedules, with you in Bangalore and you in Gurgaon, and long distance.
Yes.
How does that work out?
We are trying to make it work somehow, and it has been a journey of having its own ups and downs, and of course we get too little time because his office timings and my office timings don't match, etc. So anyways, technology is helping us. We are having Google Hangout chats during our bus rides and everywhere. So
I've always seen people say that long distances don't work and they leave it there. They are not proactive about it. They don't make the effort. If you really are willing to make the effort, then definitely long distance does work, and we are a living example of that.
But on that, I would like to ask you a question. How do you all meet?
I met Ajay 2 years back approximately. We have been in the same college, in engineering college as well as MBA college, but we had never met each other because he was 2 years senior to me. I started looking out for a job opportunity, and as a senior I connected with him for help regarding my resumes and all my interviews, etc., and tips. After that we started really connecting with each other and talking. Then of course the whole thing became bigger and bigger.
I think it was before her birthday this year itself, in May. I just asked her do you want to spend the rest of your birthdays in advance with me? So that is kind of a formal proposal, you might say. And she said yes.
Somehow I think that we were destined to be together. So I feel very happy that finally it is happening.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a modern couple on the show with a modern outlook, because you are quite a spunky girl. You know, you had a past.
Yes.
And you were previously engaged,
Yes.
and you decided to call it off.
Yes. So it was after completing my MBA education that my parents started looking for a groom, since they said that I had attained the marriageable age. That entire process started about a few years ago, and it was a painful process. It was a process in which actually my parents had to go through a lot. Various questions from the groom's family, etc. And some of these questions ranged from weird to super weird. There were questions like, ज़्यादा छोटे कपड़े तो नहीं पहनती.
ज़्यादा छोटे कपड़े तो नहीं पहनती. Okay.
And leave apart all this, the main question that actually pissed me off, and actually I am till now, is कि my father was asked कि आप अपनी बेटी को इतना पढ़ा के पछता तो नहीं रहे? आपने इतना पढ़ा लिया, अब आपको जो है लड़के नहीं मिल रहे हैं उनके लिए, तो आपको कुछ पछतावा नहीं होता?
Because your daughter is overqualified for the marriage market.
Yes.
She can get a job, but she can't get married.
Yes. I always thought that my education was an honor, that was a thing of pride for my parents. I never thought that they would be just ostracized from the whole scenario because we were qualified or something like that. It was this entire process that actually pushed us all to the point that we were feeling very down. We all were feeling going through difficult times of our lives. So it was at that point of time that a particular proposal came across from my family side, and I just said yes without even thinking about anything, which I regretted later.
I really want to probe and ask you, what happened with the previous engagement?
I think so. I was expecting something else,
Okay.
and they were expecting something else.
Okay.
So there was a
Fair enough.
mismatch of expectations from both sides.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting more cooperative and more understanding and a little bit of chill, and there was a too much bit of hyper activity around things like for example, one instance, I was being asked to submit my payslips. And
Excuse me?
yes, this was the same reaction which I gave, and
So they wanted to know, what are you bringing on the table?
not even any payslip, a payslip that was
Recent.
yes, recent one, and that was stamped by the HR.
They didn't even have a single confidence in any of her actions, that she should submit her payslip, whatever she is telling. They didn't even believe that.
It was then that I decided to opt out of it, put my foot down, and say that I could not live with this kind of a relationship throughout my entire life.
When Manika told me that she broke off her engagement, first I was interested in the reason why, and once I came to know of the reason, there was no doubt in my mind that I would have done the same had I landed in the same situation.
And I being me, I asked my father, why are you not asking his payslip? Why am I being asked? And that payslip should also come HR stamped.
Did you actually send him an email saying, I want to see your payslip too?
Actually, I had to send the email to the mother-in-law.
Right.
To-be mother-in-law.
What email did you send her?
I just saying, please find attached my situation, and in return kindly do the needful from your side as well.
Well done. Well done. I'm super proud of you. I completely support your decision, what you've done. Like I said, there's a reason why you're on the show, and I hope a lot of girls who are watching this show understand from your situation, and they realize that marriage is about two people, and at the end of the day it should be respect and love, and if there is no respect and love, there is no need to get married. I mean, call off the engagement. I think that's the smartest thing that you've done. And on that practical note, you're on Band Baajaa Bride. This is a makeover show, and you're a very, very, very practical girl. Right? No nonsense, practical, chilled girl. Chill. So, why Band Baajaa Bride?
The thing is, the excitement of being a bride is not there yet. I really don't have time to actually prepare or think about preparation even. About the upcoming wedding, what has to go in this, what has to be worn, etc. It's all now not very much under my control. And then apart from that, of course, I wanted Ajay to feel special, that I am taking an initiative from myself to actually look beautiful on the big day of our lives. And then of course this particular experience with Band Baajaa Bride would also help me feel excitement that I am going to be a bride, which I am currently not feeling because I am being rushed.
So we actually pull you down to earth and say that beyond long hours at work,
Yes.
you are a bride.
Yes.
So abhi jaake do your makeovers.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Let me tell you something, you're in the right show. Now, from now on, we're going to make sure that there's lots of excitement. There are lots of goodies on the show for you to make you feel like you're pampered and you're a bride. And for you too, by the way, because it's a Jodi season. So the first thing that we're going to do to make you feel special on this show is, of course, discuss your lehenga. I mean, I don't know, are you going to be wearing a lehenga at all?
Yeah, I want. The most important part is that about applying for this show, it was also getting a beautiful lehenga from you.
Thank you. So now, what kind of a lehenga?
It should be colorful.
Okay.
And
Well, of course, you're an Indian girl getting married. Bright red, bright pink.
no, not bright red and pink. It should be something like this blue mixed with red.
I never expected Manika to come up with an easy solution for a wedding garment. I knew that she would throw a googly at me, and the googly was blue. She wanted a blue lehenga. How many girls do you come across who comes and tells you that I want a blue for my wedding? But she's a special girl, and special girls have special requirements. Okay, royal blue lehenga it is.
I was so floored that he was taking my choice into consideration. That was really very important, as well as making me feel like a real princess.
And what about you?
Okay, I think anything that goes well with blue.
I think, leave it to me. Let me give you something which is colorful, which is not overtly embroidered. Having said that, because you want a blue lehenga, you know what the first problem it's going to be? Is going to be your jewelry. Because the market is skewed towards jewelry that goes with red lehengas and pink lehengas. You know what we'll do right now? Let's go to my store, because we have a beautiful jewelry section and we have a fantastic jeweler, Kishan Das and Company. And I will see if I can pull out some beautiful antiques and some old jewelry from their side, you know, which is very artistic, mix and match. Because if the jewelry works out fabulously, then your blue bridal lehenga is going to make history.
So then Sabyasachi gave me a walk through the entire jewelry section, and there was exquisite jewelry on display. These are so pretty actually. The moment I laid my eyes on them, I've been like, can I try them? Can I try them? Can I try them? There were several jhumkas and several beautiful pieces of jewelry that I had never seen in my life, even anywhere.
Okay, you know, I think what I need to do is I need to put something on you so that you actually believe that you're getting married. Now look at this. What a beautiful ring. It's an old-fashioned diamond ring with beautiful craftsmanship. Let's see how it looks on your fingers. There you go. First step to being a bride, put a rock on. Very important. Just joking.
Then after jumping up and down like a child after seeing that jewelry section, we finally settled down to discuss my bridal jewelry.
You're going to wear your neckpiece in layers. What we decided that we'll do is something which is very vintage, that's going to offset the royal blue. It's going to look very pretty. So the first piece is very colored. It's pink and green, rubies and emeralds with polkis, gold and moti. On top of that, something from the archives, a family heirloom set in Basra, and old rubies and old emeralds. We layer this on top of this jewelry, and I think the result is going to be quite sensational. But the most important piece today is a baju band, an old heritage piece that has been converted into a necklace. It has pokraj, it's got diamonds, it's got emeralds, rubies, Basra, and I think it's really stunning.
It has royalty written all over it.
And you said that you love jhumkas, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, for the jhumka lover, there you go.
Oh, it's so colorful. So when I was trying out all the jewelry pieces, I was so happy and I was so excited, and all these beautiful things which I never imagined in the best of my dreams were being given by the Band Baajaa team, and they were all for my taking for the D-Day.
I think all this combined together will make you feel more than a bride. I mean, there is something.
Well, it's not over yet, because for the practical girl from Bangalore, a very impractical piece, but extremely necessary, I can't imagine a girl in India getting married without a nath. I think with a red bindi, the beautiful nath, and just a dupatta on your head, you're going to look like the perfect bride. The bride that I've imagined you to be, the cultural gypsy.
I really am going to feel like a royal bride with a multicolored lehenga and all this jewelry. Oh my god.
Now it's time to discuss and discover the look for the bride, and this time it's going to be called Cultural Gypsy. This is how I envision Lakme to interpret Cultural Gypsy. They have a beautiful product which remains my most favorite product in the whole world when it comes to beauty, which is the Lakme Kajal. One stroke of that Kajal, Manika is going to be transformed into an exotic Kathak dancer with pale lips, center-parted hair with mogra and a red bindi. How much more cultural can that get?
So then my makeover journey started with Freesia taking over. And Freesia is such a lovely person, and she has her own way of making brides feel special, and she made me feel comfortable in no time. I applied to BBB so that I could bring the excitement that is there, that actually should be there, for me about the new dresses, for me about the whole preparation for the marriage, etc.
And you know what? Team BBB is going to make you feel like a bride at the end of this makeover journey. That's my promise to you. So I'll tell you what, just to get the excitement going, as my first step towards making you feel like a bride. Ta-da!
It really made me feel special, and although these particular gestures were very small in saying, but actually they made a big impact on my whole journey.
I hope you like it.
Oh yes, it's so sweet and cute.
So Manika, I've gone through your form and I know that one of the first things that you want to tackle is your skin. And we're going to get right to it. So let's see what magic wand Dr. Jayashree has and how we can make you feel ravishing.
Hi Freesia, I've been expecting you.
I want you to meet my bride, Manika.
Hi Manika.
So Manika has a few concerns about her skin and she'll sit and explain everything to you. Why don't you take a seat?
Sit down. Let me examine your skin so then we can actually take a call on what all can be done for you. So upon examination, I did find that Manika's concern was truly right. She did have a number of moles all over her face. And then I also saw that she had a lot of thick hair. You know, she had sideburns like that, which were really long. And she had a lot of dilated open pores on her face. There were a lot of blackheads also. There was a little uneven skin tone and her skin looked a little dull and dehydrated.
So doctor, should we get her to relax?
Absolutely.
And when you open your eyes, you're going to be absolutely ravishing.
What I planned for her was a little bit of skin exfoliation with a diamond microdermabrader. So it has a vacuum, it sucks out all the dirt and the grime and unclogs the pores. And then there's very minimal exfoliation, so it's not harsh on the skin. Then I did a little bit of Q-switch NDAG laser on all the moles. What I also did was I took care of her hair, you know, I did a laser hair removal. She was very dull and dehydrated, so I gave her a blast of oxygen on her face and I did mesoporation treatment wherein I infused vitamins and hyaluronic acid into the skin. It hydrates the skin and it stimulates your body's own collagen. So what happens is the skin becomes tighter and therefore the pores look less prominent.
Like Manika, a lot of brides tend to do their beauty treatments 10 to 15 days before they're getting married. But then you land up with a rushed and hurried result. In order to completely get rid of Manika's moles, Dr. Jayashree wanted at least 5 to 6 months with her and a number of sessions. But we don't have that much time. But with Dr. Jayashree around, I'm sure that today's end result will be absolutely desirable. We're gonna have a glowing bride.
Skin is looking a lot brighter right now, and of course the main concern that was the sideburns and the facial hair. Actually, as it's completely smooth, and so I am very happy with all of this actually.
And I can see the thin blue line in the deep blue sea.
A bride who stands for her rights, a groom who supports her, a Jodi that impresses Sabyasachi. Team BBB pledges to make Manika feel like a bride from word go. With breathtaking jewelry for her big day to a skin makeover for a bridal glow. Their journey has just begun. See her smile radiant when she knows what's planned for her wedding lehenga. Coming right up.
When I'm looking at you.